Hello everyone and welcome to this launch stream of The Crew Wildrun. My name is Sofiane, I'm the community developer on The Crew, and today we're going to show you everything you will be able to get in this game that just launched today. Before jumping into the game and showing you all this new content, we'd like to show you our latest trailer that we just released about an hour ago. So please watch it, have fun.
Peggy 12.
What brings me out here? It's the adrenaline rush. I'll race anyone and everyone. Because nothing beats the feeling of crossing the line first. All roads lead to more adventures. This world is just waiting to be seen. I'm joining a family. Together we're unstoppable. Everywhere is my playground, and I get to use all my rides. And you, what brings you out here?
So welcome back once again. Thank you for joining us for this stream of the launch of The Crew Wildrun. So as many of you have already noticed, today The Crew Wildrun was launched on PS4, Xbox One, on PC. This update of The Crew brings a lot of new content that we're going to show you today. With me today, of course, we will have several guests, as well as people from the studio that will be playing in The Crew. We also have, as usual, Nachai moderating and answering your question in the chat. We have several people also on the tech side, as usual, helping us. Thank you again for being with us. Please stay with us until the end of the stream, as we'll be giving you some Wildrun digital codes on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Also, as usual, don't hesitate to send us all your questions, and we'll try to answer most of them. So, with no further ado, let's jump into the game. All right. So, as some of you have already tried it or saw it, when you go into The Crew Wildrun, you will have access to this new vehicles, a graphical upgrade and all. But before seeing one of our new features, which is the summit, you will have to complete a prologue. So we can see right now here, Paul, our lead game designer, is playing with 3 other friends in The Crew who have already completed this prologue, but he hasn't yet, because we want to show you how this works. So right now, we spawned very close to the prologue mission, and we're going to that location. You can already see the new vehicles. So we have bikes, we have new cars also. Right now you can see here it's a KTM 1290. We also have a little bit earlier, we could see that was one of the new Indian Scoot. Sorry, we have many bikes, so I can't remember all the names all the time. Right now it's night time, and you can see it's a little bit wet on the road as it was raining a little bit earlier. So here we have somebody else with the Ferrari, because we don't have only new cars, we've also added new specs. The Ferrari Speciale is coming into with the circuit spec. So there we go. Here is the Mazda that a lot of you have been asking for. And now we're jumping into the prologue. Your best friend Zoe will give you a quick explanation of this prologue mission, so let's have a look at it. Now we will start with the Monster Arena. And before Paul jumps into this arena that you have already seen in different videos and during the Gamescom also, I'd like to introduce my first guest, who is Delphine Dossé, our brand director. Hello, Delphine.
Hi, Sofiane.
So, Delphine will be here to answer many of the questions that a lot of players have been asking. So, while we will watch Paul trying to get the best scores in this first mission, let's jump into our first question. So, very simple, what are the different offers of the Crew Wild Run?
So we have different offers depending on whether you are a player of the crew or if you are a newcomer to our universe. So if you already own the crew, actually, you will be able, as of today, to purchase the new expansion Wild Run on digital stores. If you are new to the Crew universe, you can either go to your retail store and purchase the Crew Wild Run edition that contains the original The Crew game and the new Wild Run expansion. And that comes as a box product. You can also purchase it, of course,
Is
on
it digital?
Yes, exactly. Or you have another option. You can purchase the Crew Complete Edition on digital stores as well. That contains the Crew original game, the Wild Run expansion, and the season pass to fill your garage with more cars.
Exactly. So as a reminder, so all of these offers are available on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And as Delphine was explaining it, the only physical box you can get is the Crew plus the Crew Wild Run. So let's see how Paul is doing right now. So many of you have already seen this mission, as we were saying during the Gamescom videos or even during the beta. Rest assured, this is the only mission you have to play alone, because we wanted to make sure all players had the chance to go alone into the prologue and understand exactly how it works. So this is one of our arenas. We don't have only one, we have several arenas, and you cannot only access them in these missions, you can also access them in free drive, which is quite cool. So basically what you have to do is try to get the highest score in this mission. So let's Paul finish this one and see how he did. 14,000 points. Well, that's good for a first try. We count on you to do better than that. All right, so let him jump to the next one. Again, this is something that everybody has to complete, whether you are a beginner or already have a level 50 in the crew. If you have a beginner starting on level 1, you only need to complete the prologue in the mission as you know it, but as soon as you have a few levels, you can directly go to this prologue. So now let's watch again Paul playing the drag race. You already know how it works: tires, heat, and get the best shift. So another question for you, Delphine. What does the Crew Wild Run bring?
So it brings a whole new progression system into the game that's called the Summit. And the Summit actually is a recurrent championship that will entice you to explore the whole of the USA, to participate in new challenges and activities. Of course, for the honor of being the best player in the United States, but as well to win some cool exclusive rewards like exclusive cars.
Yes, and starting this month, the monthly summit, which will be happening on the last week of the month, will give the best player the ability to win the Lotus Evora that you saw a few weeks ago in some of our very nice screenshots. And here we can see Paul, who is trying his, I think, second or third attempt. This again is the Bonneville Soul Flat drag race, but we have also again different races. Here, what you have to do, as I was explaining, is get the best tire temperature and the best shifting for your gears. But there's something additionally that will come and we'll see later when you play with your friends. There's also the slipstream feature that comes in here, and some people that can be behind can still win thanks to that. And as usual, don't forget to send us your questions. We'll try to let you know everything about the Crew Wild Run. Okay, so while he's finishing this last trial, Delphine, what the player of the crew, only the crew base game, can get from the Crew Wild Run?
So actually, if you log into the crew today, we have two surprises for you. First, that's the dynamic weather system that you've been able to see a bit earlier with the slippery roads. And second, actually, is the graphic overhaul that we brought into the game with the PBR technology that brings a really lifelike lighting effect to the game, but also improve the depth of view, more details on the traffic cars, on the pedestrians, and on the cars and motorbikes you'll be driving.
Okay, so all of this is coming for free for all the people. Then you decide if you want to get more by purchasing the Crew Wide Run. All right, so I think the third event and the last one in this prologue will be the drift. So let's see how Paul gets, what score he will get in this mission. So here you can have a perfect look at this new weather system that everybody will get. Thank you, Paul, for going into the interior view, at least so everybody can see the wipers working. At least you know where you're going, otherwise you may hit the wrong spot. Okay, Delphine, while we're watching Paul performing, well, not the best, but it's Paul, we use that. Another question regarding the trial. Some people have been asking, will the trial be updated with the Crew Wide Run, or will there be some changes there?
Yeah, totally. Actually, in the trial, as of today, you'll also be able to enjoy the graphic overhaul, the new dynamic system that we're watching now, and you'll be also able to test the new extreme specs with the 3 prologues mission that we just saw, actually, and you'll also be able to test drive motorcycles in the motorcycle dealer in St. Louis.
Yeah. So very good thing to know is that you can try these bikes, but if you want to buy them, you have to get the Crew Wide Run. But we wanted to make sure everybody can have a taste at what the Crew Wide Run is bringing, to make sure you know what you're getting. As you know, throughout the year, we always said that we were listening to your comments, to your feedback. We wanted to make sure the direction we're taking in the game is the one that the community wants. The developers are listening to all your comments, all the reports are very important to us, not only developers, but all Ubisoft is making a lot of attention to that to make sure we are bringing the best game we can give you. So let's get back a little bit into the game. So here we can see Paul has another 8 seconds, 7 seconds to get the perfect score. I remember during the beta some of you have destroyed these scores, so don't judge us too harshly. We are trying to make our best. So now we will see the best part. We have completed now this prologue, and we will be able to jump into the summit.
Good job.
Let's give Zoe the time to explain what happens.
The summit is a limited time tournament filled with events to compete in. You'll need to prove yourself across multiple disciplines to stand a chance of earning the rewards offered. There's a summit underway right now. You'll need to earn an access pass, but this time I managed to source one for you. We've got a location on Tuners you can visit across the country, where you can get one of these exotic rides. Drift, drag, monster, you decide. Your first extreme vehicle is on the house.
As we just explained, the first extreme spec is on the house. What does it mean? It means now we will be able to get one of the new extreme spec for free. So you can get either a monster truck, a drag, or a drift. It looks like Paul prefers monster truck, big cars. So right now he's taking his motorbikes to the new monster truck dealer that we can find close to Las Vegas. So let's see what he'll get. So, I know why he did that. We saw some days ago that some of you were very excited when they saw the Fiat Abarth in Monster Truck. So say, let's try that again in a live stream. So you've already seen that with different specs. When you get one of our different specs that are street, red, dirt, perf, or circuit, you can change your car to a new type of vehicle. Here again, you can do that with several cars. So of course you will not be able to do that for all the cars. Let's say if you are expecting a Ferrari or a Lamborghini in Monster Truck, I'm sorry, but that is not going to happen. But a Fiat Abarth, Oh yeah, definitely. We like it. We wanted you to give a chance, to have a chance to play with it. So, I think we're ready to get outside and give you a quick look of what this little monster, that's a good name, can do. So our friends have joined us with their monster trucks, and we will go around here and quickly in the mountains all around and see what you can do. And while these people are just having fun here, I have another question for you, Delphine. It's regarding the additional content. Are we bringing something like we did throughout this year?
Yeah, totally. Actually, our live team is already working on a production plan for the upcoming months. I can't, of course, detail everything right now.
No.
But what I can say, actually, is that we will continue to bring some monthly patches with new content, like new vehicles, new specs, new challenges for the summit,
Yes.
and new features. Of course.
Yes. Speaking of new vehicles, as you saw a little bit earlier, a few days ago, we've announced the Pagani Zonda, the famous one. This is the first car that will be coming in December. All right. And here you can enjoy the view at night time. And one of the good things about the monster trucks is that one of the good things of the monster truck is how the wheels are turning. Here we have a 4-wheel direction, which is very good maybe for having fun with the slalom skills. So, all right, I think we're ready to give the players and everybody who's following us a look at the first qualifier. So, as we were explaining, the qualifier is something that will be available for you each week. You have 2 qualifiers, one every 3 days and a half. Once you get to the end of the month, you will be able to access the monthly summit. These qualifiers give you access to this monthly summit. So they will be located in different places. During the beta, you have access to the monthly summit that was in Bonneville Slow Flat. This will always be the same, at the same place. But the qualifiers will be spawning at different locations all around the map. Here's the first one, in the mountain state. So we're seeing Paul heading over there. All of them have been reworked to see a different area. And let Zoe explain again how it works.
A series of contests where the best drivers come together to compete for glory. First, look out for qualifiers. Limited time contests held across the country. Enter the qualifier to compete in a diverse range of events. Earn enough medals and you'll get a spot at the monthly summit. The showcase contest that takes place each month at Bonneville Salt Flats. Succeed here and you'll reap some exotic rewards.
So thank you, Zoe, again for this explanation. Now, we're jumping into the summit. Before showing you all of the new features and the new challenges and races that you have in the summit, there's something very important we would like to show you. Thank you, Paul. He knows already what I wanted to show you. It's the rewards. So depending on your the performance and your medal, you will be able to get different rewards. So, Paul, if you stay, like say for the platinum, if you stay on that screen, you can see that you can win parts. ES key are for extreme points. How does it work? When you get enough extreme points, you can get one of the new extreme spec, like monster truck, drag, or drift. You can also buy them with bucks if you like, but you can also all of them win them through the summit. You can also see crew credit packs. What does it mean? It means that now anybody will be able to win crew credit packs. The best his performance, the higher the chances to get it. So now, I think we're ready to jump into the summit trials. What should you start with? The brand time attack, sorry. Okay, we can see that we already have a lot of people that started playing it, because this is, as a reminder, this is the live game. We are playing on PC, and there are already a lot of people playing in there. So now, let's have a look at the first brand time attack race. This is a race you have never saw before. Neither it was in the beta or in previous videos or at Gamescom or E3. There's something brand new we're showing you right now. What does it mean, a brand time attack or brand race, as it could be? It's here you have to get this brand. It can be a brand of a car or a brand or a motorbike. Here it's the Mustang Fastback 2015. It's quite easy, finish the time attack. And while we're seeing some people not really good at driving, well, it's raining and it's dark, it's not always easy. We'd like to start answering some of your questions. So, we have here, will the season pass be updated? Right now, that is not planned. We will keep our current season pass, and as we was explaining, as Delphine was explaining, all the cars have been updated graphically. So even with the actual season pass, you will see that all the old cars and the new cars will be updated. By the way, something very important we didn't say yet is that all the cars that are coming at this launch and after, because we are going to add additional vehicles, will be available to the crew players. That's a very good thing. If you want to get motorbikes, you have to get the Crew Quadrant, of course. So, again, here you can have a look at the new graphical upgrade, which is quite nice. There's not a drift, but you can drift in when it's raining a lot. And you can see here, we are playing with 4 of our friends because with 3 of our friends, sorry, because we already have a crew. But if you say you are alone coming into the summit and you'd like to play with other people, but you don't have friends connected at the time, it's very easy. You can jump into the summit, and through the join queue feature, you can find people to play with you if they're looking for the same challenge. So now we're waiting for the last one. And before jumping to the next challenge, I'd like to show you the reward screen. There's something very important about this reward screen. Here you can see who won the event. As usual, there are paths to win, and there will be bugs. There's leaderboards. You are all used to that. But there is something new coming here. It's the extreme points, as I was mentioning earlier, in this bar. So here you can see 20 extreme points in that brown bar. When you get that bar full, you can go to one of the new extreme dealers and get one of the new extreme specs. As I said, you can buy all of them if you have enough bucks, but you can also win all of them by competing. So I think we're ready to go to the next mission. Okay, so here you have the leaderboards. You can already see 800 players. We just launched the game, so not everybody is in here, but we already have several players here. Let's select another challenge. So, Paul, what would you like to try now? Let's see here what we have. So we're going to start a new mission. As usual, you will be able to select drag, drift. Here, this is a drift race that you haven't seen before, again, because this is all new. Also, the qualifiers will change every 3 days and a half. Changing means also changing the races, changing the challenges. So the drift races will not be the same, the drag, the monster, again. Here is another drift you never saw before. It's not raining, but it's still sliding. One very important point you can see here is the Shelby. The Shelby is one of the cars you already know, but that is available in Drift Spec. You also have the Viper that you already seen in Drift Spec. Then you have several cars that will be available in Drift Spec and in other extreme specs. Additionally, all of the vehicles that you will see today and that have been available with the launch in this different extreme spec are not the last one. We will be adding additional extreme spec for additional vehicles, but as I said, not all of them. So here, very easy, as usual. It's not about finishing the race first, it's about getting the highest amount of points. So normally we should be able to get some higher score than during the prologue, because we invited one of our best driver at the studio. He's one of our testers. So Joris, I'm watching you right now. I count on you to get a high score, because you know you owe me a lot of money if you lose. So let's see if he's performing well. Not the best. Yeah, pretending to play in sport mode as it was easier for him. Okay, you can see them, they are very, very focused. And still, we know that for you during the beta, for some of you at least, this challenge was quite easy, and some of you were able to get a very, very high score. But at least we're having fun with it. As we always explained also, the drift trial is like it's easy to get in, but quite hard to master. There's something you can see also here that we modified are the collision. We noticed that while drifting, it wasn't always fun to have people bumping into us, so we decided to remove the collision and just to test your skill. So now we have another 3 minutes to get a high score. Well, Joris, I remember once you had like 10 times this score. I don't know what happened, but well, at least I'm getting my money back, which is a good thing. Again, you can win. You can see here you are winning a part. This one is a gold part. You will be able to win bucks. There will be leaderboards dedicated to each challenge of the summit, and there will be some extreme points that will be coming up and fill up your bar. So now we can move to another drag. So, by the way, for everybody who is joining us today, thank you again for being with us in this launch stream of the Crew Wildrun. We are trying to explain you everything that is coming today. As you know, the graphical upgrade and the weather effect is coming for free for everybody. But if you want to be able to get access to the bikes and extreme spec, you have to get the Crew Wildrun. As usual, don't forget to send us your question and stay with us until the end. We have some Wildrun digital codes for you to win on PS4, PC, and Xbox One. So now, let's see what sport is ready to go in. Oh, a drag, perfect. So here, this is a drag. Again, this is in Miami, and you can play up with other 4 people in there. And even though you are the first one, you can benefit from the slipstream. You can see it. Yeah, that's perfect. That's really nice. And this is one of the trial that some people went crazy about at the studio, because even if you think you're winning at the last minute or the last second, somebody can take your first place. As usual, this is a 3-time attempt, so it's the best time that counts. And as all the mission and challenges in the summit, you will be able to win extreme points to fill up your bar, and of course cash and parts, and get higher in the leaderboard. So get the perfect burn. Oh, that was a perfect burn. And a perfect start, and a perfect shift. And nice again. So here we have the Stingray, another Stingray. We had a Viper, and I think that was a Dodge 38. Oh, this is close. This is very close. Well, not for the yellow one, but that was nice. Very nice. And while we're watching the times here, we have additional questions coming from you. Will we be able to access the summit with the crew? No, the summit feature is available only for the Crew Wildrun owners. Also a question about the free drive challenges and free drive sun that some of you have already tried and saw in the beta. This is also available only to the Crew Wildrun owners. But you can still see your friends playing with bikes and monster trucks in the game around you. You can crew up with them, even go into different missions, as long as this mission don't require the new specs or the motorcycles. Same in PvP. You can go in PvP with them, with your friends, or with people owning the Crew Wildrun, even if you don't get it, as long as it doesn't require from you to get one of the new extreme spec or motorcycle. So I think this was the 3rd attempt. That was not a very good score. But again, you can see the 3rd place for the S38, and you can see here 60 extreme points. So the number of extreme points depends on the challenges, and as we will see it later, it also depends on the distance you take and you put in the free drive challenge. So now we're ready to go to the next mission, and I think this will be the Monster Arena. I know most of you really love the Monster Arenas. That's really fun. We also love it a lot. And this is one you never saw before. So let's see where we're going here. And don't forget to send us your question. We'll try to answer all of them, if you can. All right, so we'll load in the next arena. And And while we're talking about arenas, Delphine, if I remember, as we usually introduce our game and the Crew Quadrant to different people around the world before launching it, I remember that some people were having a lot of fun with a PvP monster arena. Is that right?
Exactly. Actually, we've adapted one of our existing PvP modes, the Crone mode, actually, to fit the new extreme specs with monster trucks in the monster arenas. So you have, of course, the goal is the same. You still have to catch the Crone from and hold it for the longest possible. So that's really, really fun to play with these big monsters.
Exactly. I remember I saw some people trying to get the crown, and it was at the top of the arena. And that was really, really fun.
That's really hard.
Yeah. So let's see how everyone is performing here. As usual, you have to get the highest amount of points. Points are not only available through these tokens you see everywhere, they are also available with air scores and with backflip and front flip. So you can also have double or triple backflip if you're really good. I think that during the beta, some of you, one of our really hardcore players was able to get a 4-time front flip or backflip. I'd like to see that again in the live game if you can do that. So this is one of the new arenas. As usual, you will be able to access it from the free drive. So not all of them are only linked to mission or PvP races. You can also go there with any car if you like or any spec. Well, but don't expect to be able to do a lot of things with a circuit spec because they're built for high speed and not for jumping all around. And here we can see, who is that? Oh, Paul is not the first one. All right. Well, he's a lead game designer, not one of our best testers, so... Oh, that was a nice backflip at least. Oh, and the second one. Nice. And here you can see a Jeep. So, as you know, we will have different vehicles coming in different specs. These are not all of them. We are showing you some of them here. There are only a few examples, but you'll be able to test and get different extreme spec for different vehicles as you like. This is a really nice time of the day. Oh, that was nice. We even saw some people there in the beta going on top of these location and trying to wrestle as if they were sumos. It's quite nice. So, oh, will he be able to manage? Oh, that was close. Nice. As you can see, the highest scores, highest tokens are quite hard to get, even though this one was quite alright. Oh, that is nice. Very nice. With an air score and backflip, you deserve your points. And that is Paul. Sorry for complaining, Paul. Some people are not really happy what you've been doing. They had to ram you. All right, another 10 seconds to try to stay the first. Well, I think you can win this one. As usual, don't forget to send us your question, and we'll try to make sure you know everything about Wild Run. And an event finished first. Well, that is nice. Another 60 extreme points. And you can see the bar is filling up slowly. As you can see here, Paul has an example of a game that you just started. You can see in a few minutes you can already have nearly half of the extreme spec bar filled. So you can get to all your extreme spec by playing. All right. So now I think we showed you several races and challenges into the summit, but we'd like to show you something else outside of the summit. We called, many of you already know, the Free Drive Challenge. So what is the Free Drive Challenge? The Free Drive Challenge is giving you the ability to create your race with any car or any vehicle or motorbikes anywhere on the map. How does it work? As Paul is showing you right now, you can go teleport to any location on the map to get your starting point. Once you're there, you can open your Free Drive Challenge feature. You will see it at the bottom. There we go. And here you have a menu where you can put several checkpoints all around the map, anywhere. When you're ready, when you're happy with your race, you send it to all your friends or your people in your crew. If nobody is in the crew, you send it to the free drive challenge queue that will invite all the people that are in that queue on the summit and start the race. What's the good about this is that you can create a race that goes from New York to Los Angeles if you want. If you want to stay on asphalt all the time, you can do that. If you want to go off-road all the time, you can do that. If you want to mix it, of course you can do that. And as many of you have been asking throughout the year, would like to be able to play with our full-stock cars. Well, now you'll be able to do that. Full-stock cars and full-stock motorbikes as we have it now. So Paul just sent his free drive challenge to all of his crew. They all accepted. And now you will see the menu that will be displayed to you when you accept it and even when you launch it. You have the full distance, here's 4.11 kilometers, the percentage on asphalt, dirt and off-road. Then you're asked to select your first vehicle. This is the first vehicle, the one you will start with this challenge. It doesn't mean you can't switch. That's a good thing. Because as you saw here, you had a little bit on asphalt and another percentage on off-road. So let's say when you get on off-road, you want to switch to something more appropriate, you can do that. The only thing you can't do in Free Drive Challenge is teleport, of course. So here we can see a very nice location. You can see people with motorbikes, people with cars. You can switch to full stock, to a monster truck if you prefer. You can stay on asphalt all the time. You can see here one of our new cars also. That was the Cigaris. And one of the good things also about that, as I was explaining, is you are not in a mission here. You are in free ride. What does it mean? People around you are still there. As you know, you can have up to 8 people in the same location or around you. And here, you can play with your crew and you can still see other people around. So if people are being chased by the police or doing anything around you, they can still see you driving around. And here we see that some people switch it to a more appropriate thing to. Oh, and this is really nice. This is the famous KTM 450 in the red spec. If some of you are already familiar with Paris-Dakar, you have seen this motorbike a lot, and especially in the top position. This is one of my favorite bikes, by the way, motorbikes, by the way. And we can see that Paul is not performing really well, but that's all right. He thought he'd be able to win the race he created himself, but he lost at that game. Or maybe he took too much time to select the appropriate vehicle. Oh, and another very good question from Toros Gaming. Can you race alone in a free drive challenge? No. This is the only thing we require from a free drive challenge is that you have to be at least 2. You can race from 2 to 4 people. So, Paul just finished the race, but before moving to something else, you can see here another 20 extreme points. What does it mean? It means that even with free drive challenges, you can get extreme points. So if you want to unlock all your extreme vehicles without playing the summit, but only with the free drive challenges, you can do that. And the longer the distance of the free drive challenge, the higher the amount of points. So I think now Paul had enough time to play with the free drive challenge. We will ask him to drop the pad and join me here to answer some questions and let Delphine play a little bit the free drive stunt. So, by the way, to everybody who is joining us right now, thank you for being with us. This is the live stream of the launch of the Crew Wild Run. We are trying to show you all the new content that is coming today. Don't forget to send us all your questions, all your comments and feedback, of course, and stay with us until the end, as we will have some giveaways for you. There will be 5 digital codes on PC, PS4, and Xbox One for you to win. So, let's jump into the free drive stunt and see how the crew will be performing. And while I'm here, I'm being joined by Paul Narducci, who is one of our lead game designers, been working on the Crew Wild Run, other games in the past, and been within the team for many, many years. Thank you for being with us, Paul.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so Paul, we just showed the free drive challenge. We also saw that you were not very good at that. That's okay. But that's all right. And now we will be jumping. The crew will be our crew will be jumping into the free drive stunt. There's something that players have been asking about the free drive stunt is what are the different levels you can reach in the free drive stunt?
In fact, there is no limit. We have a lot of different level to progress. Because sometimes, you know, like today, I'm not very good, so I'm stuck to level 3, 4, 5. But if in a good way, I can reach a level very high. So I think in the studios, somebody has reached the level 17, so it's quite huge.
70, which is
because
huge.
it's very difficult.
Yes.
It's very long to achieve this kind of. But
Level, yes.
yeah, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's a lot of rewards. So,
And what Paul is not saying or trying to say in the way that it's hard to get in is that the higher the level you reach, the hardest it becomes. Let's start at the beginning. We'll ask you to reach a certain speed and stay on the road. That's fine. But then it'll ask you to go the wrong way, wrong side of the road, do wheelies, do long jumps, and it'll become harder and harder and harder. So now we'll leave our crew try to get a higher level because this will also, each time you get a new level, you are rewarded with bucks and extreme point. So again, if you want to get all your extreme vehicles only with free drive stunt, you can do that. One simple but very interesting question is, how did the crew evolve from throughout this year to the crew Wild Run?
In fact, this is the DNA of the crew. The game has been developed to be an always evolving game. So this is why this year we had a lot of things like new vehicles, new cars, new game modes. So this is something very important for us because the feedback community is something we need to achieve a better game.
Yes.
And this is why Wild Run currently is for me the perfect match between the community and the dev team vision. So this is why I'm very proud of it because it's fun to play and it's better because the community is just on our side. I hope.
Yes,
and
definitely.
this is something really cool because this is the best way to make good games.
And this is something I can add as a community developer working with the studio and with this dev team. They are listening to your feedback at a point you cannot imagine. They are reaching to me all the time, to you, to your feedback, to your comment, watching all of your videos. I think there are some videos you really liked.
Yeah. I remember a lot of videos, especially the crazy guy drifting like.
In the snowy mountains.
Yeah, it was crazy because the guy they were doing some perfect drift. This is why when we are working on the Wild Run, it was obvious to create something like that because it's already in the game. So
Exactly.
as a developer, we can do something better because this is our work. So my job is to push this kind of thing in the game, and this is for the drift, but for the dragster, I mean the same aspect of the game because on the Salt Lake, a lot of players doing some top full speed sessions. So it's cool to see in the game, play with the community, and at the end put all these new features. Because this is what everybody wants.
Exactly. I remember that at E3 when we announced the crew Wild Run, we were really, really excited to show you that. Because I know when we announced it a few days before that, the teaser, some people were expecting few things, but not everything. And when we showed you all this extreme spec, monster, dragster, drift, motorcycle, upgrade, weather effect, we are very happy and proud to bring you this because this is something you asked for. These are your feedback, and this is not stopping here. We will be adding more stuff. So now we can still see the crew trying to get more scores in the free drive stunt. Just to come back to the free drive stunt, are there some specifications? Are you forced to play with some vehicles, or can you do that with anything?
No, the thing is you're totally free to play like you want. So if you want to play with bike in the middle of nowhere, top of mountain, or trying to drift on the lake, it's totally available
Up to you,
on
yes.
all the game because with all the free drive challenges or free drive stunts, you can use the map, the whole map as a playground. So this is the cool thing.
Yeah.
And yes, we also, because the community asks a lot to have the possibility to use the full stock cars. So now you can use the full stock cars like other specs. So.
Exactly, and that is a really good thing. So you can play with anything you have in the game. You can see here, it's a personal goal. The free drive stunts are divided in personal and crew goal. if you have to race for a certain distance and you say a crew goal, it's everybody together. Let's say 100 meters. If somebody does 25, another 25, of all of them 25, it's done. But if you have, it's a person goal, everybody has to meet the 100 meters. One very good question also is how many players can be together in the free drive race? Right now, only 4 people can race in a free drive race, but you can do that anywhere, anytime, with any car, any motorbike, on any distance, on any terrain. Paul, that's one last question before asking you to jump into the PvP. We saw earlier where you were playing in the summit. We saw that we have leaderboards. So leaderboards are good to be the challenge, to be the first one. But what's the idea behind that? Is there something else? How does it work?
In fact, this is for the summit. The main idea is to play with all the community on the same event, because sometimes it's cool to compare your performance with the other one or the world. So this is why it's cool to have a lot of things.
Back to the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And behind that, the most important thing is getting higher in the leaderboard, in the rankings, give you the possibility to earn special rewards. And trust me, something really cool like specific cars. This is the only way to
get them.
This can. So this is for me the best thing, because you try hard the same mission, you're going up in the ranking, so it's hard. At the end of the
you
summit,
have the reward.
you have a big reward, and this is something cool.
And there's something also I stated again, but for me it's really important, is this new queue system. In the summit, if you're alone, if you want to play any race or any challenge with other people and your friends are not online, you just join this new queue system and it will match you with all people that want to do the same thing. In few seconds, you will be able to find people from all the map. It's not only your session, from the entire map. So the entire session, the entire server, PS4, PC or Xbox One, to do the same challenge. So I think, Paul, we're ready to give you a chance now in PvP. Please try to be good this time. All right. Thank you for everybody who are still with us now. As you know, this is the launch stream of the Crew Wide Run. We are trying to show you all the best thing we have here. The extreme spec, the motorcycles, the free content. The free content are the graphical upgrade and the weather effect that is now available to all players on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. And don't hesitate to send us your question. So we're going to jump into the PvP. We're going to go to an ordinary lobby, one of the lobbies you already know. But rest assured, you can go join a PvP lobby directly from the summit. And as these qualifiers or this summit will be changing each 3 days and a half, you will have access to different challenges. Here, we would like to show you one of our races with motorbikes, and cars. So in this one, I think we will go to a circuit race, and we'll try to show you some really nice vehicles. Because as you know, our motorcycles are also coming in different specs. They are not coming in the extreme specs, but they are coming in the specs you already know. Street, dirt, perf, red, and circuit. And I think we have some really nice surprises, like the S1000RR BMW. We also have the Ninja H2 in racing, but we will have more coming later. So, yeah, I think that just answered one of the questions we just had. Will we be able to have a drag bike? Well, I'd love to, but right now that's not planned. No, right now we'll have normal bikes and normal motorcycles. So now we already are in a PvP lobby. Sorry, I nearly missed that, and we are ready to go with some of the new. Everything you see here actually is new. You may recognize the car, but the specs are new. The Maserati in circuit is new, and you can see also the motorcycles are new. This is one of the races you already know, but now you can see it with this new weather conditions. Right now we can see that it was raining a little bit earlier, so the road is a little bit wet, some puddles here. Here you have the BMW that I love so much. We have the Ferrari Speciale, we have the Maserati and the Ninja. Oh, this is a nice view also. And by the way, please keep sending us all your screenshots and all your videos. We not just love them, we are big fans. We'll keep highlighting them in our community news, and we also keep sure to share them with the entire dev team to make sure we can add some more fun into that. As usual, and as I said earlier, stay with us until the end, as we will have some Wild Run digital keys for giveaways for you, 5 codes or either PS4, Xbox One or PC. Here we can see the interior view of the other motorcycle, which is the Ninja. In front of him we have the LaFerrari Speciale. As you can see here, the driver is white because you can customize your driver on your motorcycle. You can customize his clothing, you can customize his helmet, and you can also customize the colors, of course, and even some parts of the motorbikes. Here you can see that the exhaust, we saw it quickly, was a different one, was not the full stock exhaust, and you will be able to change it. And on the left we have also the gorgeous Maserati, and we are already half of the race. This is nice view. During the beta, we also asked you in a small challenge to send us your videos. We had to pick 10 to highlight. We would love to be able to highlight more of them, but we had to pick 10, and they were just gorgeous. We are astonished by your imagination and how good you can be with that. And because of this, it's not to highlight all your content, it's also giving us ideas for the future. So I'm not going to jump into the details or anything like that, but stay with us, stay tuned with us, because this game is not stopping here. It's going to keep evolving in the future. The dev team has idea, you have some ideas, and all of that will make a great game. And the Ferrari Speciale in the first position. Nope. Another 2 checkpoints. And the finish line. Nice! So, Paul, I think you needed some rest time to try to perform a little bit better. Or maybe that was the bike that helped you. Paul, do you think we're ready to do another quick PvP race? Alright, so let's select something else. I'll let you pick whatever you want. Maybe another spec. So don't forget to send us all your questions if you still have. We have another 9 minutes with you guys before the end of the stream. As a reminder for everybody, today the Crew Wild Run was launched on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. The graphical upgrade and the weather effect is free for everybody. If you only own the Crew, you can try the Extreme Spec in the prologue, and you can even try the bikes if you go to the St. Louis Motorbikes dealer, and as you can try today the cars, you can also try these motorcycles. Now, if you want to buy them, you have to get the Crew Wild Run expansion that is available digitally on PS4, PC and Xbox One. So let's see what we're going to take this time. A Perf one. So let's see. I think that's a Diavel. I love that bike. An Indian Scoot, nice. So you'll have a chance to have a look at all the different, not all, but some of our motorbikes. You have even more than that. At the beginning, if you missed the beginning of the stream, you could also have a look at the KTM 1290 Super Duke. I wish I could have all of them, but that comes also in Perf and Street, if I'm right. Here you have a chance to have a look at the Indian Scoot. You also have the Diavel Ducati, one that we didn't show you in this stream because you saw it at E3 was the Ducati Monster, and we will have more motorcycles coming later. And I think we're going to be very soon ready to start the raffles and the giveaways for the digital codes. Have a close look at the Twitch chat, as Nachai will let you know when to start. And here we can see an interior view at the hut of the This is, I was just saying another bike. The Indian Scoot, sorry, there are too many bikes, I forget the names. Cruising with the Indian Scoot might be the best thing. At this hour, that's really nice. So again, this is one of the races you already saw throughout this year, but now we've updated. You can see the depth of view here. You can see it really, you can see the changes. If you compare, well, you can no longer compare to the crew because everybody has been updated, but you can compare now the difference of view, the lighting that we changed. This is thanks to all these PBR adjustments we applied. The cars also have been upgraded, and all additional vehicles that will come in throughout the year will be upgraded also. And here we can see that Paul is in the 4th position, but that's all right. And the raffle, I think, I just started, so keep a close look at the Twitch chat. All right, so nice, this is really nice. And here you can see that the driver has been customized a little bit, but you can customize your driver on your motorcycle, on all the different motorcycles. And you can see the Diavel will be winning. I think so. I think that's Joyce. At least he won something. But he's still gonna give me all my money. Also, there is something, a reminder. This PvP race was played outside of the summit. So there are no extreme points, but all the PvP races you will be doing into the summit will be rewarding you not only with bucks, but also with extreme points. So what's the idea behind all these features and races in the summit is that we're giving you a chance to own and win all these extreme specs with the race and the type of race and challenge you prefer. You want to do PvP? You can do that. You want to do only free drive challenges or free drive stunt? You can do that. You want to do only drift, drag, or monster? You can do also that. Also, it's something we didn't have the time to show you. In each summit, you will have different races and different skills, that will ask you to do. These skills also will be rewarding you with extreme points. So I think we're really very close to the end of the stream. I think also the raffle had just ended, and Nachai will be giving us the names of the winners. So once again, thank you very much for being with us today. This is the day of the launch of the Crew Wild Run on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. As a reminder for everybody, this add-on is bringing for free for all the crew the weather and this graphical upgrade. You can still see your friends playing with all these extreme spec, as I was saying, on motorcycles. And if you want to join them in PvP or in different races, you can do that as long as it doesn't require you to get one of the new specs or vehicle motorcycles from the Crew Wild Run. And if you want to get that, you can purchase the Crew Wild Run on the stores right now in the digital version. Or if you want to get the retail copy, the only one that is available is the full one, the Crew plus the Crew Wild Run. And the winner of the raffle are GV Games No, Elongo 06, I think I know that name, Dazwidi, Fallout 9211, and Space Dinosaur. I love that Space Dinosaur. Thank you very much, guys. Stay here. Nachai will contact you very soon to ask you for the platform on which you'd like to receive the Wild Run digital code, and you will receive it very soon. Again, thank you very much for being with us. This was the Crew Wild Stream launch stream. We hope you will love it and enjoy the game as usual. Keep sending us all your content, your videos, your screenshots, but of course your comments, your feedback. Read all of it, and we'll keep updating and make sure the game keeps evolving as you like it. See you soon on the roads. Bye.